Hi, I'm Charles O'Rourke with RE/MAX First Class in Middletown, New Jersey. And I want to thank you for trusting me to guide you through one of the biggest purchases of your life. Before we dive in, I want you to know when you buy a home through me, I make a donation in your name to one of two causes, either Tunnels to Tower, which supports our heroes and their families, or St. Jude's, which helps save children's lives. It's my way of saying this home purchase isn't just changing your life, it's impacting others too. Now let's quickly go over what buyer's agency means. It means I work for you exclusively. My job is to fight for you. Use every relationship I have, every ounce of my experience, and every tool in my network to get your offer seen, considered, and accepted. Now under the new rules, you have options. You can pay my commission directly, or we can usually negotiate it into the sales contract, which is the most common and still occurring. On this agreement, you'll see a 3% listed. That's just a placeholder. If the seller is offering 2%, that's what I'll collect. I will never let commission get in the way of you getting a home. I just need it listed there so I'm legally able to collect from the seller when it's offered. This agreement also makes sure we're aligned. You work exclusively with me. If you go to an open house or call a listing agent or click on something online, you simply say, I'm working with Charles O'Rourke at RE/MAX First Class. That protects you and helps me protect you too. Now, while I don't charge a retainer, I do strongly recommend you use my preferred attorney and my title company. I'm also a licensed title agent. This helps me keep costs down on my end and make sure you have professionals who fight as hard for you as I do. From here, the process looks like this. We define your budget, which starts with the mortgage pre-approval. Hopefully you've talked to one of my referrals. I've got some great ones if you haven't. We define your needs, bedrooms, baths, must-haves, and deal breakers. Do you want a pool? Do you need a pool? What are things that you can live with, you'd like, but you can live without if and when the market is as challenging as it is? We search and vet homes daily. I'm checking the MLS multiple times a day. I'm sure you're peeking at Zillow or getting emails from me and Zillow. So we're working in tandem. If I miss something and if you see something, reach out to me. I'll set it up and we'll be the first ones in the door. When we find the right home, I negotiate and write your offer, putting you in the strongest position possible. I'll use my years of experience, crazy creativity. We'll find out what the homeowners need and want so that your offer is the best offer. I'll use my relationship capital with all the agents that I know real well and have worked with in the past. If accepted, we enter attorney review. Until we're at a review, nothing is binding. You could kill the deal for any reason. The sellers could kill the deal for any reason. That's why in this kind of market, it's very, very smart to use one of my attorneys so we can get in and out of review so then we are in control. And nobody else can come in and give a higher offer, even if we've already done highest and best, which happens in this market, unfortunately. Next, from there, we'd have the home inspection. If something comes up that scares you that we didn't see while we were in the house or isn't in the seller's disclosure, you can walk away, you can request it to be repaired, you can negotiate credit. There's many options, all of them leaving you in control of the ultimate decision. Then the appraisal comes. We make sure the house is worth what we've paid for it. Or if we've waived the appraisal, we hope it comes in close enough where we can, don't have to make up too much of a difference. But that's a strong negotiating factor if we can waive the appraisal. So it's very important during the mortgage process that you find out if you have enough funds to maybe instead of going 20% down, you put 15% down if there's an issue with value. Then the title insurance. My guys will handle that. The survey and homeowners insurance. You'll probably be working on that right after the contract gets going and right after attorney review to shop for the best rates. If you already have car insurance with somebody, you should call them, see if you can bundle it and get the best rate. If there is flood insurance, we'll figure that out as well and we'll shop and get you the best rate. Some insurance companies don't have a clue what flood insurance is. Some of them just see the water there and they assume that, it's going to be flooded. That's not the case. That's why we usually go with local companies for flood insurance quotes. Once we get the clear to close, now that clear to close comes from your title company. saying we have looked at everything. The mortgage has been approved and it's gone through underwriting. Now, and just as a side note, when we put that target date of a closing date on the contract when we write it out, that's never a hard date. That's always a hopeful date. That's always something we're going to shoot for. But if the mortgage isn't, it takes a longer time going through underwriting, then that's going to push out the target date. That is not a solid date. That is a flexible, fluid date. But once we get the clear to close, we'll do a final walkthrough. That could be the day before, it could be right before we go to close. We make sure the home is in the shape it was when we looked at it, and it's broom swept as promised. Then comes the closing day. You'll sign your name, grab the keys. We'll take a great picture at the house and at the closing table, aka solding, and you'll become a new homeowner. It's important to note, which is exciting as hell, by the way. I sort of skip over that. Which is important to note, please do not open any new lines of credit cards. Don't buy any furniture on credit. Don't finance anything till after the closing. It can seriously jeopardize your loan approval. This whole process is a partnership. I'm here for you every step of the way. And if at any point you don't feel like I am the right fit for you, this agreement is day to day. You can walk away, no strings attached. So I get it. Sometimes I'm busy. It's happened in the past. It doesn't happen a lot, but you're not locked into this agreement. If you don't like me anymore, your sister becomes a realtor, whatever the scenario is. I've had everything happen in 24 years. I'm all good with it. I just like the transparency and the fact that this starts us out on the right page. So I don't know if you're cool with everything. Let's go find your dream home. Thanks, guys.